Okay, so now we're going to do a beautiful neck opener, and want to make sure that your spine is aligned first. So a lot of times we kind of, again, we get sloppy with our form, with our posture. We want to be sitting nice and tall, ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, shoulders down and back, and then lift up through the crown of your head. So lift up through the top of the head. Okay, then we're going to take our right ear and drop it toward our right shoulder. So this might be enough for some of you. If you want to go a little deeper, I'm going to give you some options. You can take the left hand out to the floor. You can actually wrap it behind you and slide it underneath your tail. And then to add even more juice, you can take your right hand, gently rest it on the skull, and continue to draw that ear toward the shoulder. But make sure you're not compressing the spine. So we're going to lengthen. It's like you're drawing the skull away from the body and then the ear toward the shoulder, and you'll feel a lot of length here. You might feel a big stretch through that left side. And then after you've been here, again, about 5 big, deep, long breaths, you're going to adjust your grip. You're going to take your gaze to the thigh and then take a hold of the back side of the skull. Again, draw that skull forward, then bring the chin to the chest. It goes into a little deeper place. A little bit more in the back side of the neck. Breathe here. Here again, 3 to 5 breaths or so, long, smooth breaths. Taking your time. Then we're going to come back up. Come back to that neutral position with the spine, so ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips, nice and long through the entire spine. Then drop the left ear to the left shoulder. We're going to stay here. Again, if you want to add on, you can bring that right hand out or slide it underneath your seat. And then you can also take the left hand to the head, draw that skull away from the body so top of the head comes toward the elbow and then the ear comes toward the shoulder. You don't want to force anything, you're just assisting, helping to make it a little deeper. So make sure you're not forcing, be very gentle. Holding about 3 to 5 breaths. So then when you're done with that, again, we're going to take the gaze to the foot, or to the knee. Adjust, taking a hold of the back side of the skull. Elbow moves forward, skull moves toward the elbow, then the chin to the chest. And breathe here. So we always take our time, and we always do it gently. And then we're going to come back up to center after we've held that a while. Good.
Yay!
And then,
the dog! You always want a dog in a video, right?
Gotta have a dog. I don't know what she's going to do. So the dog has gone away. Continue on.
I like the dog.
The dog is fun. So we're going to just do a couple more here seated. Ears over shoulders, shoulders over hips. We've said that so many times, but so important. So lengthening up through the crown, we're going to draw the chin to the chest as if we're trying to squeeze a pencil in between our chest and our chin. And then on your inhale, begin to roll the head back up, draw the skull back, lift the chin up toward the ceiling. And then we're going to do this a few more times. So coming back to center, chin to the chest. Now this really helps to lubricate the cervical vertebrae. It helps to release tension, but it also helps with thyroid issues, and it helps to stimulate the thymus as well. So lots of benefits to this particular exercise. Anytime we're working with the throat and doing exercises that involve us bringing the chin to the chest. So go ahead and bring your head back to neutral. And then we're going to do rotations. So we're going to turn our, oh yeah.
I have a quick question about the cervical. What if someone's had cervical surgery? Can they still do this really carefully?
Very, very carefully, depending on what their range of motion is, and again, however they're advised by their medical provider. So, but slowly, always only to where your body is able to go, and just really be slow and intentional.
Okay, thank you.
Yeah, for sure. So then rotations, we're going to turn our head to the right. This left shoulder is going to want to come forward with it. So we want to keep it drawn back.
Bad.
No, it's a good shoulder. Bring it back to the center, kind and loving and compassionate with our body. Take your gaze to the other
Oh, good
side.
shoulder.
Shoulder. It's like, but I want to come along. All right, so
Right.
come back to the center. I'm going to do this a few times, but then on the third time, we're going to linger. So just do 2 times each side. On that third side, we're going to come back, take our gaze to the right. And then we can add on. We can add a little drawing back of the shoulder. We can even take our right hand to our chin and gently draw our chin to the right. So shoulder goes to the left, chin goes to the right, adding a little deeper stretch, but not forcing anything. Good, and then come back to the center. We're going to do the other side. So take your gaze to the left. Gently draw this right shoulder back. Gently help guide the chin to the left a little more. Take your time. Again, listen to whatever your doctor advises you to do. And only do those activities that work for your body and your circumstances. And then come back to the center. Beautiful. And then we're going to just do some shoulder rolls. So we're just going to roll those shoulders up and back. And then we're going to go ahead and roll them forward and down. And then one of my favorite things to do is to shrug the shoulders up like ears. Oh my gosh, this feels so bad. Nobody wants to do this, but we do this all day long, sadly. So, so why are we doing this, right? Release, and then shoulders will drop naturally away from the ears. Inhale, squeeze, squeeze, squeeze. And as you exhale, just let them fall down. One more time. Inhale, squeeze those ears up like earrings, and exhale, let them fall down. You will notice a huge release in tension through the neck and shoulders from doing that.
Yay!
All right, so now we're going to go to the wall, so give us a second to just reposition the camera. We're at a wall now, and any wall in your home works as long as you have enough space to basically do this motion, okay? So you're going to stand a couple feet away from the wall. You're going to reach the inside hand, so the hand closest to the wall, up the wall, and just kind of walk it up, and you're going to press into your hand, spreading the fingers nice and wide. Now we want to check and see, we have a crease in our elbow right here. We want to make sure that crease is pointed upward toward the ceiling, and our shoulders are going to want to climb up to the ear, and we need to soften it down. So check in, make sure the crease of the elbow is pointed upward and that shoulder is nice and soft away from the ear. And we're going to hold here. You can hold as long as you like, but you want to, it's where you start to feel the stretch. So if you need to walk the hand up a little bit to feel the stretch in the armpit area, then you will, that will be most beneficial. So after you've held this for those magical 3 to 5 breaths, we're going to walk our hand back. So Melanie is going to 1 o'clock on a clock. I'm going the opposite direction, so I'm going to 11 o'clock on the clock. And we're going to hold here. Same thing, crease of the elbow points upward, and the shoulder is down. So if it starts to creep up, go, oh yeah, and start to melt that down. And you're going to need to start focusing on your breathing here, because it's going to start to get a little achy. Yeah. If you start to notice that there's like sensations in the fingertips, numbness in the fingertips, that's all normal. There's a huge plexus of nerves in your shoulder that we are interacting with and opening up. So you may feel that. Then we're going to walk back a little bit further, and we're going to hold here. Okay? So we're going to just continue to walk along the wall, finding each point on the clock as if we had an imaginary clock on the wall.
So my whole hand is going
Your
down?
whole hand. Yeah, so is mine. It's lovely, but it feels so good when you stop. So we're going to keep going. You might find that you hit your maximum range of motion at some point, and that's fine. You might not be able to get it to where it's at 3 o'clock, 9 o'clock, depending on which side you're on. So just keep that in mind. So once you've reached that place where you've kind of hit your maximum, we're going to just stay here and breathe. And then we kind of want to start turning our body away from the wall. Oh goodness, yes. It's a big stretch, right?
So that numbness is going up my arm?
Yes. And so we're doing really good things. You're going to notice something really cool in a second, and I'll show you. So then we'll go ahead and release that down. I'm going to shake that arm out. Now I want you to look at me and tell me, is this hand further down my leg than this one?
It is.
And so is yours, about 2 inches. So if you look at us, you'll notice she just did this arm, I did this arm. Look at how much lower my shoulder is and how
Oh my
much
gosh.
longer this, that means I've been doing this a lot. So we're gonna switch spots. And we're gonna do the opposite side. Okay, so same thing, walk the hand up the wall till you feel a stretch. Crease of the elbow points upward, soften that shoulder down. We're gonna hold it a while. So 3 to 5 breaths is the minimum, long deep breaths, but the longer you stay, the better the benefit. Although I do realize that that hand starts to go numb and get tingly
High five.
after a while.
High five.
There you go. See? So then we're just expressing this for the interest of time. We're just gonna go back. She's gonna find 11, I'm gonna find 1 o'clock. We're keeping our chest, this is something I should have mentioned earlier, keeping that chest pointed forward so we're not rolling into the wall. We're keeping our chest pointed toward each other. So we make sure that we don't roll inward. And then walk it a little further. Say hello.
Hi there. Oh, I was like lifting my right shoulder.
Yeah.
I should keep it low,
This-
right?
Yeah.
Okay.
Check in with your jaw periodically. You might tend to clench the jaw. You might notice that you're kind of clenching other muscles. Just try, we definitely want the core engaged, but we don't want to like tense everything up or that it's going to defeat the purpose.
Okay.
So then walk it a little further.
This is so much fun.
Isn't it great? This is called wall clocks.
Wall clocks.
And then again, hold it for a while, and then you'll come to your final place. It might be 3 and 9. It might not, just depending.
And the elbow still, or the inside of the elbow
Inside the
still up.
elbow is still pointed up.
Yay.
Still pressing into that hand, shoulder down. And then eventually we're going to start moving our body away from the wall. That's where you're going to feel that extra juice.
Right.
So much fun. Make sure you don't lock your knees either.
Oh,
We
many
tend to, don't we?
things you have to remember.
Yeah. But we want to be safe and make
This
sure
is
that the rest of
so
our body is
wonderful.
So then
I'm
just
loving
release
it.
it down, shake it
Oh,
out.
that takes a minute.
Yeah, it might. And you'll get kind of a rush, and you might
Right.
even feel like your hand gets hot because that rush of blood. But that's it. Those exercises should help you significantly to improve your range of motion, to open up your joints, to lengthen your spine, to create space in your cervical spine, to strengthen our neck. So hopefully you enjoyed them.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Bye.